How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step tutorial on how to set up Facebook ads for real estate agents specifically. I'm going to show you how to set up home valuation ads, home search ads, whether you want to promote a reel that you just posted, an Instagram post. I'm going to show you all in this very, very short video. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is set up an ads manager account on Facebook. Facebook allows you to promote posts and run ads on both their mobile app and on a simpler version on Facebook's backend. You want to make sure that you are on Ads Manager. This is going to give you a bunch more features, just more customizable, and your ad overall is going to be better if you're on this platform. So make sure you create an actual Ads Manager account. To create a new campaign, all you're going to want to do is click Create right here. And here are the campaign objectives. So there's a bunch, and I'll walk you through step by step what each of these mean. So awareness is going to be just getting views, impressions for your business. So don't think of any conversion as a goal. The goal is as many people are going to see your post as possible. Traffic is sending people to a website. Engagement is getting likes, comments, shares, all of that. So this is great for like an Instagram or Facebook post that you really want to get a lot of engagement. And then leads is good for getting contact information straight from Facebook. You can also get leads through Messenger or Instagram DMs. Ad promotion, pretty self-explanatory. This is where you're actually going to get people from Facebook or your Instagram post and send them to an app. And then sales is going to be great for like an e-commerce website, right? Sending people to a website, trying to convert them there, and actually getting like a cost per conversion and all of that. For this ad, I am going to be running a traffic ad. I want to run a home search ad for one of my clients. So let's click traffic and continue. So there's recommended settings that you can choose. This is just the easier way to go about it. Or you can do manual traffic campaign, which pretty much lets you customize everything. For this instance, I'm going to do a manual traffic campaign and click continue. Okay, so right here, we can change the name. I'm just going to say Sarah ad. And then the special ad category. So right now, if you're a real estate agent and you're running a post about housing, you have to click housing for your special ad category. All that means is it's actually going to disallow you from targeting a lot of things. You can't target age anymore. You can still target location, but there's a certain minimum radius that you can target. The whole point of that was that this is pretty much stopping discrimination. A lot of real estate agents were targeting people that were only old or very, very small radiuses, and that's why they did this. So moving down, I don't want to do any A/B tests. I don't want to do an advantage campaign budget. I'm just going to click next. Great. So as for the ad set name, you can change this once again. I'm going to leave this how it is. And this is what the conversion is. So where do you want your actual leads to convert? Do you want them to convert on a website, on an app, on messaging apps, on your actual profile, or do you want to get calls? Calls is a great feature, obviously, if you just want your phone to ring, right? You could put up an ad that says, call me if you want, off-market properties, for example. And you can click calls. That will be your conversion. For this instance, I am going to be doing website traffic. So I'm going to click website. Performance goal, I want to maximize the number of link clicks, right? Because that is going to try and maximize my conversion. Moving down, here is your budget and schedule. Generally, I would say a minimum that you should be spending per day. So now let's move on to budget and schedule. For budget and schedule, just as a recommendation, I recommend that you spend no less than $5 a day. So we have clients spending upwards of $100 a day, but generally $5 a day should be your minimum. For this instance, I'm going to do $10 a day, because that is what the client recommended. You can also set a schedule right here. So the start date is obviously going to be today at this time. I want them to start as soon as possible. You can set a custom start date, and you can also end, say if you wanted to run ads for 1 month, you could set it to June 29th. Very, very simple. I usually just have these running forever, and then when I'm done with them, I can just turn them off manually. Moving down to audience. So Facebook is obviously very different than Google because Facebook, you can only target people based on their interests or what they're actually doing. On Google, you can target them based on what they're typing into Google, right? So Google's a little bit more targeted. Facebook, you kind of have to do a little bit more research to find your correct audience. So right here, I'm going to be doing people, we're going to target people in Boca Raton because that is where this client wants to focus on. And here you can set your radius, right? I am going to do a 30-mile radius. She wants to do a majority of South Florida. So that's what I'm going to do. So moving down for age, as I mentioned earlier, with that special ad category, you can't target age. So it's going to target everybody pretty much on Facebook. And you can also not change gender as well, which is fine. For detailed targeting, this is kind of that place where you're going to target interests, demographics, behaviors, all of that. What I have learned after doing this for 3+ years, I would recommend just targeting people that are searching on Zillow or Realtor.com. That is the best way to target specifically people who are searching for homes on Google. Okay, so now let's talk about targeting. This is the place where you're actually going to target your specific audience. For this instance, once again, we are trying to find people who want to purchase a home in and around the Boca Raton area. So how are we going to target people who are actively searching for homes? The best way to do that is to target people who are looking at Zillow and Realtor.com. Those two websites get a lot and a majority of the traffic of people searching for homes. So that's what we do right here. After running ads, for 5+ years on Facebook, this is the best way to target people searching for homes and also searching for the value of their home. So if you're going to run a home valuation ad, this is the exact same demographics targeting that I would choose. I want to run for all languages. And then let's move on to placements. So default, there's Advantage Plus placements. I am going to actually edit this and I'm going to do manual placements. The reason I do that is because Advantage Plus placements are going to put my ads pretty much everywhere on Facebook. And they say that they're optimized, but realistically, they're not. I want to choose manual placements because I want to be specific on where I want my ads to show up. And if you're an actual user on Facebook and Instagram, I'm sure you're going to agree with me on this. So for apps and sites, I am going to deselect all of this. I also don't want my ads showing up in search results at all. In-stream ads for videos and reels, I do not want it at all. Okay, for stories and reels, I want to uncheck Instagram reels and Facebook reels. The post that I'm going to be posting isn't an actual video. So I don't want my photo getting on Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. They just don't convert very well. I only want them showing up on Instagram Stories and Facebook Stories, right? Because a lot of people just use those features. And then for feeds, I want to uncheck some of these as well. For Facebook Business Explorer, I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to uncheck Instagram Explorer, Facebook Red Column, Facebook Video Feeds, Facebook Marketplace, and Instagram Profile Feed. I just want my ads showing up on the main features, right? Instagram feed, Facebook feed, Instagram stories, and Facebook stories. What we found is that when you do this, Facebook uses your budget so much more effectively than doing the actual automatic placements. So that is all done, which is great. I can uncheck all these. I'm going to click next. So we are done with our actual targeting portion and we've done our placements on Facebook. So now that we're in the actual ad creation, there's a few different options that you can choose. You can do create ad, you can use an existing post, or you can use a Creative Hub mockup. So now we are going to actually edit our ad and post it. So for identity, this is just saying, where are you actually going to be running these ads from? I am running these ads from my client's Instagram and Facebook profile. Once again, make sure that these two are linked together to make sure that these are the most effective possible. You want to be running these on Instagram and on Facebook. As many of us know, Facebook has an older audience and Instagram really has a younger audience. And you want to be targeting both of those people because there's also a lot of younger people buying homes right now. So once again, I'm going to make sure that these are both tied. And then for ad setup, there's a few different options that you can choose. So you can actually upload manually a video, a photo, a carousel, whatever it is, or you can use an existing post. For example, if one of your clients has already made, the Instagram post that you want to run, then you can do that. For format, there's a few different formats that you can do as well. So you can do a single image or video. You can do a carousel. So you could show off a house, for example, multiple different slides, or you can do a collection. This is a group of items that opens into a full screen mobile experience. I actually haven't run any collection ads before. I mainly focus on single image or video and occasionally run a carousel ad. For this example, once again, I'm going to do single image or video. Okay, so now we are on the actual ad creative. This is the most important part of the entire ad creation process. This is where you're going to create your ad, make sure it stands out, add a headline, add a call to action, and actually put a website of where you're going to send these people, if you're running a traffic ad, of course. So I am going to add a stock image of a Boca Raton home. Very, very straightforward. You want to make sure that your ratios look good on actual feed and a reel. So for this instance, the feed looks great. I'm going to do 1-to-1 ratio right here. You can kind of crop it or replace it. For the stories and reels, this looks fine as well. So I'm going to click next, and it will give you a bunch of different examples, right? For the actual feed, it's going to give you some examples, and then for the actual stories as well, it'll give you some examples. I'm going to click done. My whole value proposition for this ad is I'm going to give people the hottest list of homes under $2.5 million in Boca Raton. So that is pretty much what I'm going to go off of. Okay, so for the ad creative, this is what I've come up with. Very, very simple. Obviously, you can change this up, make this your own, but this is what has worked really, really well for us in the past. It's straight to the point. It says, click learn more for a free custom list of Boca Raton homes under $2.5 million. The headline is just going to reiterate this once again. I am going to leave the description blank. Our call to action, I'm going to click learn more, right? Because I referenced that right here. So moving down, I'm not going to do any advantage creative. What this does, it allows Facebook to go in and kind of edit your post how it wants to. I'm not going to do that at all. And then as far as our destination goes, so this is where are people going to go once they click on our ad. So I'm going to go to my client's home search page on their website. And this is how you're actually going to convert these leads, right? So I'm on her home search page. I'm going to go to Boca Raton, make sure we're in Boca. Great, so it's going to show a map of Boca. I am going to do a minimum of $2 million. And I'm going to do a maximum of $2.5 million. Great. So now we have 75 listings, which is perfect. I obviously want to filter by. We also want to make sure that it only shows residential properties, right? So I don't want any multifamily, townhouses, others. So we also want to make sure that it only shows residential properties because that's pretty much what I'm highlighting in the ad. So for property types, I'm going to make sure that condos unchecked and townhouses unchecked. I just want residential right now, and this is perfect. So now we're going to pretty much give them a list of 45 homes, as you can see in Boca Raton, in the $2 million to $2.5 million range. What's great about Luxury Presence, which is this specific website, is that once a client clicks on a property, it is going to force them to sign up to continue to view the actual listing. So they have to put in their phone number, they have to give us their email one way or another in order to see the full listing. Moving down, so I'm just going to copy this link that I just made right here, and I'm going to put this right there. It's very, very long, but it will not show. So once again, once they click on this, it's going to go specifically to those parameters. And I don't want any browser add-ons at all. And for this one, I'm not going to track it because I have not set up a pixel. So once again, enter in your destination. You can also add a browser add-on like a Facebook event or a phone call. I'm going to turn all of those off. And then I am just going to click publish. Facebook is really great at getting these ads up quickly. They usually get up in 1 to 2 hours. Sometimes if you have some problems with your text, your headlines, they'll take them down. All you have to do is go in and change the ad and then just resubmit them. Once again, these ads can be incredibly effective. Right now, we're getting a cost per lead under $4, which is fantastic. These ads used to be a lot cheaper, but because of the changes to targeting and stuff like that, they've increased a little bit. If you guys need any help with running a specific ad on Facebook, whether it be a home search like this one, home valuation, whatever it is, let us know in the comments or connect with us in the description below. Thank you guys so much.